So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
On the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll try again with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive, and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And McManus able to put it through.
Makes the score.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
His first carry, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he'll let this one go deep for... It got his man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9, eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st down, Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's taken down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. To play in his first half, 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. KJ Hamler. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Kickoff for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end Fant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third down.
To throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Broncos.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Midfield to the 40.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are. Winston now from the 50. And it's complete. Henry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Winston. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Broncos 32-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. On the slant, this is Chark. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, you got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Robinson. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Third and short yardage, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. 17. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Broncos 24, Jaguars 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Hines. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And 1.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Hey, stop. 55. You get blocked, man. You ain't wait. You get
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
48-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, Winston. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
A gain of 11.
11 yards there. First down.
Broncos.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
16 yards. First down, Denver.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete, right around the 8. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It's a quarterback sneak. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Oh, that is a complete shake. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Run to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. DJ Chark, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Jameis Winston sacked. An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.